We're here at the BT Tower to talk to Clare Balding. I'm sure you've heard of Clare Balding. Wow, look at the size of it. We're here at the BT Tower to talk to Clare Balding about broadcasting, her career, getting into broadcasting, getting into any line of... Just watch the interview and you'll see. Have you noticed how technology has changed the way that you work or the way that your business works?
It's changed everything in the media, I think, because it gives you, on the one hand, way more opportunity because you can self-publish. So whether you're a writer or you want to record voice pieces and go sound only, you can create your own podcast or you can have your own vlog. So blogging, vlogging, podcasts mean you are your own publisher. You are your own broadcast network. And if you're good and you're interesting and you can, talk about subjects that people want to engage with you, you can be really successful. When I started, and this is how old I am, Dan, we were editing with reel-to-reel tape, a bit of chalk and a razor blade.
Yeah.
We were cutting the tape and sticking it together and taking out chunks. It seems so archaic. It's like I'm a dinosaur. I think the most useful thing I had between school and university was I went on a secretarial course, and I was furious with my mother because I thought that was very sexist of her to make me go on a secretarial course when she never suggested it to my brother. But it means I can type really fast, and I've always been able to touch type.
And you mentioned how you thought it was sexist to do a secretarial course, and instead of doing something which you are now obviously in the field of technology, media and working. How do you feel about young girls and getting involved in...
the stats, and it's really sad because the stats show that young men are getting much more encouragement from parents and from teachers, 46% more encouragement than young women. Now there is no reason why that should be the case, none at all, except ingrained and probably unconscious bias. I think that young women, young girls, young boys all need to know more about tech, and I think it's about protection as well as advancement. You will sometimes come across things on the internet that are scary, that are unsavory, that are horrid, and you need to know how to protect yourself from that. I think also, just in the world of social media, we need to learn resilience, and we need to learn how to boost our own confidence without overdoing it, but don't let yourself get dragged into a pattern of looking for approval. You're only going to get disappointed.
Generally, how do you feel about social media and how it has affected the way that you work?
Generally speaking, I love it. It's really useful to me for news. It's also a very good way of connecting with people that you might not otherwise be able to get to.
Yeah.
So in a way, because sport has changed so much with the world of agents and PR, PR people, it's quite difficult to get to individuals. But through social media, you can do it direct. I had Joey Barton on my show last week, and he sent me a DM on his way back home to say thank you for having me. Now that, he doesn't know my mobile number, so he can't send me a WhatsApp message, he can't send me a text, but he can DM me on Twitter because we follow each other.
Yeah.
Now that makes life easier, and it also makes it easier to get across messages. So for example, on Equal Pay Day, I went big on Equal Pay Day with a lot of different photos, a video of this sweet little girl called Darcy, who's only like 6 or 7, talking about why she thinks it's ridiculous that women are paid less than men for doing the same job. She's right, it is ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you hear a kid say it, it's so much more powerful than listening to adults saying, well, it's been like this for a long time, and a little kid just going, why? It doesn't make any sense. But on something like Equal Pay Day, I'll get very involved in campaigning. So I use it for information, I use it for networking, for making personal contact with people. I use it for fun, it makes me laugh. And I probably, and I use it for promoting messages that I believe in.
Sorry that I need to read these out. Usain Bolt, Mike Tyson, Steven Gerrard, my personal favourite, Dame Kelly Holmes, Gareth Bale, literally the biggest names from the world of sport have been on your show. Who's been your favourite?
Who's been my favourite? Joey Barton's been the most surprising because I've had him on the show twice
he's been
now.
on a few times.
The most surprising because when he first came on, I just thought you were a thug. And I said to him beforehand, look, I'm going to be quite tough on you here. And he goes, no, anything you want, go for it. And I thought he answered quite direct questions really well. And he's bright, he's really thoughtful, he's well read, he gets
very
himself...
vocal on social media.
Yeah, got 3 million followers.
Yeah.
He gets himself into a lot of scrapes, stupidly, but you know what I mean. I have a soft spot for him. I probably shouldn't, but he's not my favourite guest. I have really enjoyed giving female athletes the opportunity to have to be both praised, but also to let them have a voice and a face away from the track or away from the pitch, where actually they can be who they are in everyday life. I was really pleased when Tom Daley and Lewis Hamilton came on together, and Charlotte Edwards was on that show as well, and they really bonded over diving. Because who knew Lewis Hamilton had been taken diving for his 10th birthday?
Oh, right.
And really wanted to know, he was really asking detailed questions to Tom about how you do certain dives. So I like it when people get on together.